With the threat of a hurricane on the horizon, President Obama and Governor Mitt Romney. President Obama making a campaign stop in the crucial battleground state of New Hampshire today. It's his second. Well, President Obama won New Hampshire by 9 percentage points back in 2008. The polls show the race tightening there. Chief White House correspondent Ed Henry will have a live report for us from New Hampshire. That's coming up for you later in the hour. Greg?
Well,
Let's get more on this from former Air Force Vice Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Tom McInerney, also a Fox News military analyst. Tough story to report, especially as these new details come out. But you definitely want to be sure to catch a Fox News special investigation. So much less than 2 weeks until Election Day, and there are still a lot of undecided voters that are trying to make up their mind. Turns out that many of them are women. Well, best we can do is give everyone warning on that. We also want to tell you about all the action on the campaign trail today. The candidate. Welcome back, everybody. President Obama hitting the campaign trail in the crucial battleground of New Hampshire today. Ed Henry, I like that you, when it comes to language, you're always keeping it classy. Thanks for the report. Makes a difference, my friend.
Right? I will. Thank you.
Fox extreme weather alert. Hurricane Sandy is now closing in on the eastern seaboard. Maybe you heard news that our economy might be headed in a better direction because new numbers came out at the end of the week. But it turns out that it's not going in the right direction quick enough for many Americans to get back to work. In fact, a lot more Americans. According to a major showdown in the battleground states, 10 days to go. Who's it going to be? We're live on the campaign trail for you next. Great to see you. Brand new hour. I'm Jamie Colby. We are inside America's election headquarters. Hi, Greg.
Hello, Jamie, and I'm Greg Jarrett. Topping the news this hour.
First, we begin this hour with a Fox extreme weather alert. Dire warnings of what could be the worst storm we have seen in decades. To the East Coast, unleashing torrential rain and high winds, and they are even making predictions of snow. Now, some meteorologists are warning the setup could be the perfect storm, posing a risk to millions of us. And Fox News alert for you, nearly a dozen arrests in a massive terror plot in Indonesia. Well, meantime, the questions keep coming about the terror attack against the U.S. consulate in Libya and how it was handled. Well, thank you so much, Molly. That father of the Navy SEAL killed in the consulate attack is demanding answers. And why wasn't backup sent, he wants to know, to help save his son. Judge Janine Pirro spoke to Tyrone Wood's father, and she's going to give us a preview of the interview along with some of his siblings will be joining her as well. That's later this hour, so stay around for that. Greg? If you're a techie or a geek, you know it's involved in one way to reach voters, but how about those old-fashioned tactics? You know, the door knock. Taking a look at Ohio, it is turning into the center of the political universe. Fascinating. Well, Mike Tobin, thanks so much for the report. Greg? In concern for New Jersey.
I guess I was. We were just listening to the governor a moment ago.
All right. Well, it is time to play ball in Detroit. And Obama kicking off a weekend of campaigning with a visit to New Hampshire. The Granite State has only 4 electoral. Father, Greg, of one of the brave Americans killed in Benghazi is speaking out. Welcome back, everybody. Earlier, we told you about new concerns over the terror attack at the U.S. consulate in Libya. Accusations that CIA This must have been a difficult interview to even do. Let's talk first about the emotions.
Well, we haven't done the interview yet. He has flown in from Hawaii. He will, and his brother, that being Ty Wood's sister and brother, and of course the father, who, by the way, was a judge, wants answers. He wants to know who made the decision to not help him.
It was all about justice and truth. A great promo for me to tell everybody to watch not only this interview, but really don't ever miss 10 days until voters head to the polls, and we have some brand new numbers on the race for the White House.
That's right, the daily presidential tracking.
Interesting, Scott, that when you asked people who had participated in watching the last presidential debate, there was a very big spread in terms of the verdict of who performed the best at the debate and maybe who folks put more confidence in. Would that be accurate? Information, and also, you're right, the electoral map has changed. Thank you, Scott.
Sure.
Thank you.
That does it for us. Great to be with you, Greg.
It does. Rick Fulbaum, Arthel Neville will take over at the top of the hour. We're going to see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern.